everyone, welcome to Uproot Meditations. I just wanted to take this opportunity to talk to you guys a little bit about letting people go. This is something that I am struggling with a lot lately, especially this year, given everything that's going on. I've really been struggling a lot with a particular individual, a friend that I met, I want to say it was 3 or 4 years ago. You know, we developed a very close bond. She understood me, I understood her. We were very close up until, I want to say about a year or so ago. Last August was a very hard year for me. I guess it was hard for everybody with COVID, but particularly personally, professionally, I was just going through a lot. And I had reached out to her, as a friend would do, and due to this current circumstances with her new relationship, she listened to everything that was going on, but just really wasn't there in the capacity that I needed her to be. And I guess that's mistake number one that I made, was putting too much into another person and expecting them to meet my needs when I really wasn't able to meet my own. That's kind of an unfair expectation that I put on a lot of people. And that's something that I've been working on. Trying to see myself, trying to hear myself, trying to validate myself without the constant need of another person. Now, if you communicate your needs and wants to another person, and they indicate their understanding, but they still are not showing up for you, then at that point it's not really on you. That's on them. If you reach out, if you're doing the very best you can to be a good friend, partner, sibling, child, whatever the relationship may be, if you're doing everything in your part to try to meet them halfway, if you go out of your way to meet their needs, to make them feel however it is that they need to feel, if you go out of your way to find somebody else's love language and they're just not reciprocating that, either they're purposely not reciprocating it or they can't. You have to look yourself in the mirror and say, is this a person that I need in my life? And there's some relationships where you don't necessarily have to cut that person out. They can just be a sub character in your life in the background. And then there are those that you're gonna have to actively let go. And cutting that tie with that individual sometimes it's the best thing for you, for your growth, for your mental health, for your life to be all that it can be. Sometimes you just can't have everybody. Everybody's not for you, basically. And that's okay. It's very easy to recognize a toxic person and to let them go. But if you're doing all that you can to support an individual and they're just not showing up for you, then it's okay for you to let them go. And that's kind of what I'm dealing with right now with this particular individual. And it's not a decision that I came to overnight. I've been thinking about this for the better part of 2021, letting this individual go. And I have no hostility towards her, towards anything in her life. I wish her nothing but health, wealth, happiness, success. I wish all good things for her moving forward. But for me, it's one of those things where I need to do what's best for me, and what's best for me is letting this individual go. And for anybody out there who's struggling with that, especially, like I said, if the person is not a toxic individual, but they are either not reciprocating unwillingly or they just can't, then it's okay to cut that tie and to move forward with your life without them. And that's where I am today. You know, I'm here at my office and came to get work done. But when it's something like this is just weighing heavy on you, then it has to be addressed. And I've had multiple conversations with this person, and it's just like it's going in one ear and out the other. So I'm gonna do what's best for me. I'm gonna uproot this individual from my life, physically, emotionally, mentally. I'm going to meditate later on cutting that ethereal tie with this person, because it is very strong. We had a very strong bond at the beginning, but life just took her in a different direction, and I believe that life is taking me in a different direction now, which is why all this is coming to pass. And I hope that everyone out there who's struggling with a similar issue, I just wish you peace. And know that there is someone out there who understands your struggle. I understand how difficult it is. You know, the physical manifestation of stress on the body, you know, the mental burden, the emotional burden. You know, if all these feelings are valid, but it has to be you validating them first. You know, don't try to escape the feeling. Just kind of sit with it. Feel your emotions, feel the pain, and just be there for yourself. Because at the end of the day, sometimes that's all you have is yourself. So move forward with joy in life, and please believe, have hope that life is here for you. It's here to serve you. And in the event that you're cutting one, two, maybe even you're starting fresh with everyone in your life, know that life will fill that void with people who truly belong there.